Hi, I'm Jared.
And I'm Brad.
And this week on Hood Slappers, we're going to be reviewing the 2022 Volkswagen Taos. Over the last few years, the SUV market has burst at the seam, and manufacturers are riding this wave, producing multiple segments of high-up, all-wheel drive people movers. And the newest on this scene is the subcompact SUV. Over the last few years, more than 20 manufacturers have come up with what they think a subcompact SUV should be. But there was a latecomer to the party. Volkswagen has remained silent over this battle of the subcompact SUV. That is, until now, with this, the all-new 2022 Volkswagen Taos.
It's Taos.
What?
It's pronounced Taos, like chaos.
No, it's pronounced Taos, like house.
Might want to look that one up there, buddy.
I did. Anyway, the 2022 Taos is the newest in this segment. So after all these years in the sidelines, let's see if Volkswagen got it right.
The Taos is completely new, fresh and different. I mean, kind of like my t-shirt, right? And of course, it's being compared as sort of like Tiguan's little brother. And of course, there are some similarities, but there's also enough differences here as well to make the Taos pretty special.
And also, Volkswagen put a brand new engine in the Taos. It's a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine, which is absolutely brand new, and it gives you two transmission options. One of them is a 7-speed automatic with the all-wheel drive, which is what we have here, but you can also get an 8-speed automatic gearbox with a 2-wheel drive. Some of you out there may think the car has 158 horsepower. That doesn't seem like a lot, but we all know where Volkswagen might lack in horsepower, they make up for in torque, and this is no exception. We get 184 pound-foot of torque in this car, and that's more than enough to let you do something like this.
Now, we're of course in the Comfort Line model of the Taos, which of course comes with VW's 4Motion all-wheel drive. But the Taos actually comes in 3 trim levels. You got the Trend Line, which is one below this one. Yeah. And then of course you also have the High Line, which is one above this. Of course, the Comfort Line, it also comes with a package that gives you not only some great wheels, but this amazing sunroof as well.
The Comfort Line is a great mid-model car because it's giving you so much to it. You have the moonroof, you have the 8-inch display cockpit, but if you want to go larger, you can go with the High Line, which is going to give you a 10.5-inch screen right here. You have your 8-inch screen here. Of course, you're going to have your heated seats, your LED lights in the front, and of course, your rear LED lights. You really have a ton of stuff. One of my favorites is you get power seats with lumbar support.
Lumbar support, that's nice.
That's big.
And you know, the price point also seems incredibly fair, if you ask me. I mean, the Trend Line starts at just over $26,000. Now, the Comfort Line that we're in is just over $32,000, and of course, when you go up to the High Line, it's about $36,000. But that all seems incredibly fair to me, given all that they give us in these models.
That's a great point. Now, Brad, who is this car designed for? What kind of drivers are Volkswagen looking for the Taos?
See, this is what's very interesting to me, is I feel like a vehicle like this, it doesn't discriminate. It's for absolutely everyone. If you want to have the perks of an SUV, you know, all-wheel drive, a little bit higher up, this really is for absolutely everyone.
But it's also for the family because it gives you plenty of space. A lot of subcompact SUVs don't have any space in the back 2 seats. They weren't made for humans. Volkswagen gives you plenty of space in the back seats without sacrificing any of the cargo room.
I also think it's for that couple that's retired, right? That doesn't need a ton of space, but wants some of the perks of an SUV, right? A little bit higher up, the all-wheel drive, and it allows you, right, with the height so that you don't have to climb out or fall into it.
That's right, good point. Very well put.
Thanks. Thanks. So this could be sitting in a parking lot. Somebody comes out of the grocery store. Could be anybody, and you could say that's a possibility.
There's no non-possibilities.
Gotcha.
Give me a type of person.
Oh, okay. Soccer mom?
Of course.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. All right. Military guy.
Oh, military guy. Not the color.
not
You
the
wouldn't
color.
go for the military guy I see in a truck.
You see in a truck, I think you're
Never
probably
using
right.
the back of the truck for any reason whatsoever.
Whatsoever,
for
just
the entirety of the life of the car.
Yes,
But I
bust.
do think military
Okay,
guy
all
would
right,
have
so
a
we've
truck.
ruled them out.
Yeah.
Business exec?
Business exec, yeah. If he didn't buy it, he'd recommend it. I
Right.
think business exec would recommend it.
Okay.
Boy, it's a hot day today.
Yes, it is. I'm not a big heat guy.
That shirt says otherwise.
Sun's out, guns out kind of thing, you know, bringing out my best me.
Stains
in
out.
this t-shirt.
You got, what is that,
You
coffee?
know, we don't need to point out the stains, you know. It's been through some wear and tear. This is a keepsake from a very special vacation I went on. Whoa.
Oh,
What?
the camera just turned off.
The camera did? I don't love, though, that it cut right as I was about to do a dig on your shirt.
That's a good camera.
Who are you, Johnny Cash? You're the man in black? What's going on?
Everybody likes Johnny Cash. Nobody likes stains on their shirt.
Well, okay, yeah.
except for you.
This. You ever go to the driving range? You a golfer?
Not a golfer, but I'm going golfing a few times this year. I'd far rather just drive around in a golf cart.
You know, that does fall within our range of expertise. Perhaps we should do a golf cart review.
What do you think of the color?
Well, I love it.
This is cornflower blue. This is a
Sorry.
GTI cornflower blue.
Okay, see, now that, I wish I hadn't have known that.
What's that?
Cornflower blue?
Cornflower blue.
Jeez.
Do you know what cornflower is?
No, well, I know what cornflower is, but it doesn't strike me as blue.
I don't even know what cornflower is.
It's the flour you make from the corn. Cornflower. I am so tired of the grays and the blacks.
Yeah.
Just, come on. You know, give me some pop.
The subcompact SUV market is a rather tricky one. It's still relatively new, and there's a lot of pressure when a manufacturer has to come up with what they think is a subcompact SUV. There's a lot of competition, and not everybody is hitting the mark. It's kind of like going to prison, you know? You've got to prove yourself on the first day, otherwise you're going to be in a heap of trouble.
Was it that bad for you?
Well, the food wasn't bad, but the rest was, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing Volkswagen definitely gets right, though, is the name. Taos, Taos, it doesn't really matter because it's simple. And what bothers me about so many of the other subcompact SUVs is that their names sound like cheap electronics from the 1980s. HRV, CHR, RVR, VCR, I mean, it's ridiculous. Taos is named after a small town in New Mexico that's known for its gorgeous scenery.
Now, some people think it was named after John Muir.
John Muir, what a legend. Father of the mountains, father of the national
Brad,
parks.
wrong John Muir. Wrong John Muir. Much like you get the name of this vehicle wrong, you also got the wrong John. This John Muir was an engineering student who allegedly dropped out of school. Now, he started his own mechanic shop in Taos, New Mexico. Where's the connection? He specialized in only Volkswagens. He actually wrote a book in 1969 entitled How to Keep Your Volkswagen Alive, a manual of step-by-step procedures for the complete idiot. I'm sure you have a copy, Brad. It sold more than 2 million copies. And you can get your copy on the link below.
Maybe not as impressive as the other John Muir, but I'm very glad they named it after Taos, New Mexico, and not Albuquerque.
The Taos doesn't miss the mark on cargo space either. With the rear seats in an upward position, the Taos gives you 795 liters of space to play with. When the rear seats are folded down, you get a maximum cargo space of just over 1,800 liters. To put that into perspective, direct competitor Honda HRV gives you a maximum of 1,631 liters. The new Mazda CX-30 only gives 1,280 liters. The Taos may even take people away from the compact SUV segment with space like this.
We can't overlook the incredible fuel economy of the Taos. The new 1.5-liter turbo gives you 8 liters per 100 kilometers. That's on an SUV. I'll tell you, it really makes me want to take it for a drive.
You missed.
I know I did, but I figured I could close it. You know, I gotta be honest, Jared, I'm not a real SUV guy. Like, I think there's just way too much going on with people always going big, 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 right? So those big SUVs, they're just not really my style. But this really is giving me pause. This compact SUV just, it's really working for me. And I like that Volkswagen has entered into the compact SUV market because it just makes way more sense to me than all of these massive tank-like SUVs on the road. What are you doing, by the way? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm looking at pictures of the Taos.
Why?
Well, the problem is, with the Taos being, you know, New Mexico and all that, all the pictures of it are from New Mexico, which is nice. It's scenic, it looks really good, but it's not a real world perspective, you know? People who drive here or, you know, even near us are nowhere near Taos, and they're not going to get that same experience. It's almost false advertising, I think, as, you know, the guys that we are, journalists in the automotive industry. We should put the car in real life circumstances so people can relate to the photo.
That's a great idea.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go, come on. I was just asking for directions.
There you have it. This is a new and bold offering from Volkswagen, and it really raises the bar in terms of the subcompact SUV market. If you're looking for something fresh and exciting, this is definitely something to check out. And with that, I give the 2022 Volkswagen Taos my hood slap of approval.
And I give the 2022 Volkswagen Taos my hood slap of approval.
Taos.
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 Taos. Taos. Taos.
Taos.